Coach, what are the emotions coming into today?
Well, coming into today, it's because I've been working, right? This is the official press conference, but it's been work. But as soon as 11 o'clock this morning hit, it became real. We're in the rink with people, and the energy changed. The public energy changed with my introduction to you guys. So we're really happy and looking forward. That's for sure.
And what was one of the main reasons that you wanted to re-sign Ryan?
Well, I'm going to start with the secondary reasons. He's an elite offensive player with experience in elite hockey leagues. The number one reason is he's an elite leader and person, and he cares about Rapid City. He cares about the Rush organization. So he was part of the interview process. I was able to talk with him, and his passion came out. And every time, as I mentioned, every time I talk to him, he says, I want to win. I want to win here. This is home for him now, and he's a special person.
And talk about the community a little bit. All these people coming out to your press conference. What does that mean to you to know that the community has this team's back and will support you all?
Well, it made it, again, a little more real, a little tangible. You can see the people, you can shake hands with them, you can feel their passion. I'm just talking with some of them briefly here today. You know, they're talking about a game that they remember, a night that they remember, and you know, they're getting goosebumps talking about Rush hockey winning, and that makes it real for me. And you know, you can see it on video, you can hear from other people, but today I got to experience the heartbeat of the Rush organization, which is the fans.
And there was a strong emphasis on a standard. You said it, and the president said it. What about the standard? What is the standard for Rush hockey?
Well, the standard is, we'll just keep it simple and say it's a high level. So the standard is going to change in terms of how we do things and when we do things, but doing them at a high level is what we're talking about. So whether that means, you know, something, a mantra that I've always used is every day a champion. That's a standard bearing statement. So if you do everything like a champion, it's going to be easier to lift that trophy at the end of the year. That's what a standard means to me.
Coach, Jared was talking about how this was a sought-after job in the ECHL. What was it for you that made the Rapid City Rush such an attractive job to come to, the organization overall? What was it about it?
Well, I'll sum it up into 3 words: people, process, and performance. So the people are first class. They care about other people, and you saw that with you know, how they treated their head coach last year, who had some challenges. So you know they can treat people right. The process of doing their due diligence, asking the right questions, asking around the topic of hockey to find out everything, and they care about performance. They care about getting to the playoffs. They care about chasing trophies, and those 3 things appealed to me tremendously.
Talk about just the support staff you have just coming in. You mentioned some of the coaches who've returned, and just, you know, how big that's been since you've arrived here.
Well, Peter kept the ship not only afloat, he kept it moving forward. He kept the relationship with the players. He kept them informed. Again, my conversations with the players, they all raved about what he brings to this organization. So I'm very grateful that Peter has chosen to stay. And that was his choice, because I know as a quality coach he could move on, but he calls this home and he's proud to be here. The support staff, you know, Justin is an elite trainer, Freddie's an elite equipment guy. The organization behind the scenes, they're organized, they're prepared, they're professional, they're committed. And those are questions that I do my homework on and research, and no one wavered. Is that Rapid City organization does things right in the community with the people, and it's easy to see when you walk into it having never seen it before. You've heard it, and then you experience it, and it's real.
You said you spent some time getting to know some people in the community that live in the community. What about the people that stands out to you?
You know what? It's probably something that South Dakotans are proud of. I'm not even sure, is it South Dakotans? Is that what I say? All right, good. They'll say, you know, they all have their own opinion, but everybody says the people from South Dakota and Rapid City are really nice people. They're good people and they're nice people. And like I said, I go to the restaurant. I've been here a couple times now, and again, I'm just a guy sitting at the bar having dinner, and people talk to you. People say hi to you on the street, look you in the eye, and they care, and I like that. That's a sense of community for me.
Obviously, coach, fans want to get back into the playoffs, just like the coaching staff and the organization and everything. And obviously, I'm sure it's a step-by-step process. But what will it take to get this team, you know, moving up to the next level and to get them back into the
Well,
playoffs?
I think we've got to have long-term goals and short-term goals, and it starts. You got to win games, win weekends, win months, win the standings, right? If you're doing those things, then you work back. You've got to win practices. You've got to win the summer. You've got to be ready for adversity. Adversity's coming. It's going to look and taste different every single night, every single day. When you have good people that understand what the game plan is, where we're going, and how we plan to get there, adversity, we can deal with it. And I think that's what, when you have veterans like Ryan Wagner and the other guys that that'll come back. They're ready to deal with that, and I think it's our job as a staff to equip them with the confidence that they don't need us to hold their hand. They can be confident and competent to help us all get through that adversity. The players are the key to all of this. If we do a good job with them, they help us get through, and we follow them.